Greetings, golf addicts, and welcome to the Masters edition of the Fantasy Golf Sommelier. I am so excited to be here with you. And you know what? We're going to drop some wine knowledge this evening. We're going to talk about the plays of the week. And you know what? If you wait until the end, I got a few bonus prop plays that I like that you can only get here on the Fantasy Golf Sommelier. So I cannot wait to get started. Now, we're going to talk about the Boone's Farm Fade of the Week. We're going to talk about, what wine we talking about. We're going to talk about the $10 wine special, the pop, the cork, and let it breathe play of the week, which I know you all love. All right. But you know what? First off, what are we drinking? Okay. What wine are we talking about? Well, you know what? We got a cab this evening. Yep. A wonderful cab. Now, you may be asking, I know all you winos out there, you people that know more about wine and the fantasy golf sommelier, or at least you think you do, that you're going to be like, oh, wait a second. Why is the FGS have a stemless glass? Okay, there's all kinds of problems that I see here. Well, you know what? The main reason is because this one has a little bit of a Masters logo on it. All right. So guess what? You probably don't even have one of these. So there. That's it. That's why we're doing it. That's why I'm drinking out of this glass. Okay. I don't care if it doesn't have a stem on it. But you know, we're drinking cab for one reason and one reason only. All right. This is the night, as I'm recording, they're having the champions dinner right now. Okay. I'm not there. I don't know why. Apparently, they don't like the fantasy golf sommelier to be there, but I'm not there. Okay. But you know what they're having? It's a fantastic menu, by the way, that Scotty Scheffler, your defending champion, your green jacket holder. It's a great dinner. They got a great menu and they got ribeye on the menu. Okay. And I think personally, Cab is one of the best wines that goes with ribeye. Now, we're going to get into that in just a minute. All right. Not going to talk about the cab itself that I'm drinking, but just a few reasons why I think cab goes well with the ribeye steak, a big old fat ribeye. All right. But let's start with the Boone's Farm Fade of the week. And I hate this one. I really do. I hate to do this to the guy because I love Jason Day. I love him a whole lot. I've loved him all year long. But you know what? He's not a sneaky play anymore. He's not. He's just the ship has sailed. Okay. If you wanted Jason Day this week, it should have just been as a bet a few months ago when you could have got him at like 50-1. All right. That's it. Okay. I don't think a 20% owned Jason Day is someone that I'm really looking to put in my lineups. All right. If he was a little bit less, like less than 15%, perhaps I'd want to look at that. But it's not something I want to do this week for my DraftKings lineups. Now, he doesn't even have like recently the history's not great. The last two times he's played here, he's missed the cut. All right. Now I know he's had some health issues and things like that. Didn't even make it into the field last year. And it's a different Jason Day. I get it. But I just feel like we missed the boat a little bit. All right. And I would have rather just had an outright bet when he was at 50-1, like I said. So Jason Day, I'm giving him 82 points, by the way. Now you may ask, well, where are you getting the points from? Well, here they are. Okay. Let's talk about it. All right. So 95 to 100 is a classic, a great golfer. It's a great wine. There's nothing else that can be said. This is a John Rahm. This is a Rory McIlroy. This is a Scotty Scheffler. Okay. 90 to 94, outstanding. All right. A superior golfer, good character, good style. All right. Then you got an 85 to 89, very good, special qualities here. Then we drop down a little bit, and I need to move this caption. Need to move that caption out of the way. And, you got 80 to 84. Okay. Now that's a good, solid, kind of well-made wine / golfer, but could have some faults in it. And that's what I see with Jason Day, and it's mainly because of the ownership. Then you have 75 to 79 and less than 74, and these are just crap, okay? All right, let's move on to the next play of the week, and as I'm producing this, I have to produce these things myself. So let me get rid of that one, and let's bring up the next caption, and let's talk about the $10 wine special, and that is Mr. Keith Mitchell. Absolutely love Keith this week. I think he's flying a little bit under the radar, less than 10% owned. And Keith has been playing very well this year. We saw him almost win. Yeah, I don't know what it was, the Farmers, something like that. But he's been playing well, just a solid golfer. I love the course fit for him. We haven't seen him here in a few years. I think he finished in the 40s or so the last time he was here. But at 7,100, I think he's got a lot of upside. All right. And doesn't Keith Mitchell just feel like a Masters winner? Like he just dresses sharp out there. Wears that cashmere, things like that. We're going to get colder weather this year. So actually the cashmere might go well with that. It won't go well with rain. Probably doesn't go well with rain. I don't think cashmere and rain fit all that well. But still, he'll probably maybe he'll put a pullover on or something like that. And but I still like Keith Mitchell at 7,100. He's a fantastic ball striker. He's in good form. We're getting him at a little bit lower ownership. I'm giving him 90 points. All right. So Keith Mitchell is the $10 wine special. Let's talk more about wine. All right. As we talk, we'll take a little sip of the cab there. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm just warming up the glass with my fingers. I know you wine people, you hate it. But guess what? Just warming it up. Warming it up. I'm gonna put my whole hand on it and drink it. I don't care. But anyway, if you get like a young Cabernet, which is what we're drinking here, I think it is it's a 5-star pairing, all right? It's astringent. It's a little bit harsh, okay? Sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult to drink on its own, but when you pair it with like that flavorful, a little bit fatty ribeye steak, that fat and the protein kind of soften the wine tannins a little bit, allowing the flavors really to pop with the cab, which is one thing that like the biggest thing about wine to me is that and that's why I think food pairings are really key, is because a lot of the food that you eat with the wine is what really brings out the flavors properly with the wine. Like, I mean, I'll drink a glass by itself. Don't get me wrong. All right. But if you add some food in there, that's where you really get the full taste of it. Okay. It's like if you got a good white wine and some rosé or something like that, and you got some cheeses. All right, that's what I really like, when you got some good cheeses and some good white wine and things that brings out some flavor. And you actually taste different flavors based off of the cheese. That's something I learned out in Napa. Anyway, so one of the things I think, again, just a good fatty steak like a ribeye, you got to be drinking a red wine, and I think Cab is the best. All right, so there you go. That's a little bit of wine knowledge this week, but I know we want to talk a little bit more about the plays because it is Masters Week. So let's get into the pop the cork play of the week. Now we're going to talk about this before we get into my bonus plays of the week, which I'm excited about. But the pop of the cork play of the week is Dustin Johnson at 8,800. I'm giving him 94 points. Now you may be thinking I'm crazy. Why are you going to play a live guy? Why are you going to play a live guy who is not really in the best form, who really may not even care? I don't know. I think he does care. We saw Dustin Johnson play the Open Championship as one of the highest profile players at the Open Championship last year that had already gone to live. He's one of the first ones to commit to live. I don't think it's a big deal at all. And he has a fantastic record here. It's fantastic. Now, obviously a win, and it was in November, which was, we can put a little asterisk by it if we want to, but he really blew out the field there. This is a great course fit for him. If you look at his finishes here, I mean, he's finished top 15 in 4 of his last 5 tries here, okay, with that dominant win back in the fall in 2020. So I think, DJ is one of those guys, if you're getting him low owned, why not play him? Why not? He's still one of the best players in the world, okay? And I think that, I definitely think he can win. I do think he can win. And so I think with all the upside that he has at 8,800 on DraftKings, there's so much upside. I think you play him, and I think you play him in GPPs. All right. So Dustin Johnson is the pop the cork play of the week. All right. Okay. Let's get a little sip here. I know you're ready for the bonus plays. So here we go. All right. We got some bonus Masters props that I love this week. I'm excited about these. All right. This is like the Super Bowl. All right. This is the golf Super Bowl. There's all kinds of props that you can look at. Okay. So here's some of my favorites. Now, what do I got to start with? The top senior. I got to go with the top senior. All right. And for me, I think the best value that you're going to get here is Bernhard Longer at plus 350. Okay. That's on the DraftKings Sportsbook. The top senior Bernhard Longer. Here's why. This guy is a freaking machine. I don't know what he eats in the morning or what he does, but it's amazing how good this guy is at golf. And like he hits he can hit long irons and five woods and whatever else into these greens, and it still doesn't matter. He somehow finds a way to make them stop. You know, it's improbable what he can do. And the favorite senior is actually Phil Mickelson. And I don't really even get that because he sucks right now. He's a he's a crappy golfer, and he doesn't he 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 wears sunglasses too much. I don't know, but Phil Mickelson is not who I would take as the top senior. And he may seem like the easy choice, but I don't think it is. I think it's Bernhard Longer at plus 350. All right. Now, what are we going to? We're going to go the opposite direction now, and we're going to go with the top rookie. All right. This is the top rookie. The debutante is actually how DraftKings Sportsbook puts it. The top debutante. I don't really like that word, so I'm just going to say the top rookie. So first timer here, Sahith Theegala at plus 550. I love him. I think this guy, I think if you find him at a good, like maybe 60 or 70 to 1 as a first round leader, I could see that totally with Sahith. And he's just a great golfer. He's a scorer. The guy can spray it a little bit off the tee, which can be bad on certain courses, but isn't really a bad thing here. All right. We know that. We know that you don't have to traditionally be that accurate. So I like Sahith. I like the plus 550 number. I think that's good value on him. So he will be my choice for the top rookie. We can't just skip over Tiger Woods. He's playing this week. And you know what? There's going to be a lot of props on Tiger Woods. All right. But this is one that I found that is my favorite. And that is in the first round over 3.5 birdies. Now, I think if you're looking at like underdog or something like that, it may be a similar number. I haven't even checked. I probably should have, but I didn't. But the odds say plus 105, round one, over 3.5 birdies. I think he hits that. All right. He's going to have a lot of chances in day one. Thursday is the best day. All right. That's going to be the best day out on this course as far as the weather as it's looking right now. Okay. It's a day where I think they can score. You know, you look at the par fives here. All right. 2 is a birdie hole, 8 is a birdie hole. All right. 13 we know is a birdie hole, but they have backed it up a little bit. But still, depending on where the pin location is, they can probably go for it into and maybe two putt and get a birdie. 15 is another one, even with that tee backed up, still a birdie hole. All right. So you already got 4 birdie holes on the par fives. Okay. So that's kind of the baseline at least. And then I think there's going to be a few other pin positions that we see on Thursday where we can see some scoring. All right. There's going to be bogeys and those are going to happen, but all we need is 4 birdies from Tiger Woods. I think he hits that over 3.5. So whether or not you're on underdog or just want to bet it on your site at plus money, I think you do that. All right. So Tiger Woods, that is the prop bet that I love this week. All right. That's it. That's all I got for the Fantasy Golf Sommelier for the Masters. I hope you have a fantastic week. I know I am. This is my favorite week of the year. Don't get too down about the weather. All right. I know you folks, I know how y'all are. So emotional. All you bettors, all you fantasy people, you get so emotional. I do too. I do too, especially after several of these. But just enjoy it. All right, just enjoy it. If there are weather delays, fine. All right, calm down. All right, we're gonna get all the golf in. I promise you that. It's gonna be fantastic when they finish. That's what we always get a fantastic finish at the Masters for the most part. All right, so that's all I got. May your screens be green. Bend over your bookie. Do all the things that you need to do to win. And you know what? I'll be back again next week because we got another elevated event at Hilton Head for the RBC Heritage. Boom! Out.